Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another duo queue video. If you're unfamiliar with how these work, I'm basically just going through some of my games and going through the thought processes, the setups, the plays, everything else, everything that's going through my mind at the time, everything that I can do better, things like that, just to help you guys learn and kind of just have some retrospective analysis of my own gameplay. And if you can't tell, I am super sick right now, so you have to bear with the voice for this episode and for maybe a couple videos in the future. I just don't want to go 3 days without uploading, so I'm gonna have to tank it. Getting straight into it, this is a stupid play. I saw Jaeger in kitchen with the drone, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hop in and swing him. That was stupid. I was just kind of like a mindless play. Teammates won the round for me, so it didn't really end up mattering. But like that's like a 30-70 gunfight that I like where I have a 30% chance of winning. So there's no reason to take those gunfights. Like you should only be taking 50-50 gunfights at worst. You don't even want to take 50-50 gunfights. You want to take 70-30 gunfights in your favor. So yeah, just that was stupid. Here's another one. This time I actually see Doc. I tell my duo to hop on my cam for me. It ends up getting shot before he can. So that's one of the problems with having teammates to hop on cams and stuff for you. Sometimes you don't have enough time to make the play because your cam could get shot before they can switch on. So maybe if I would have hopped in sooner off of the cam on where the dock was, I could have got the kill on the dock. But I didn't. I tried to get my teammate to hop on it. Didn't work out for me. I ended up killing one, but losing to the dock. And then we lost the round. Now, we already got one attack. And on in ranked in general, if you win one attack, you're usually pretty good off, right? On defense, you usually want to win 2 or 3. Now, in that last round, our buck was AFK for most of the round. So I basically said if he's AFK again, I'm just going to TK him, which I ended up doing. Don't recommend. It's toxic. But I just basically didn't want to sit there and stare at a blank screen for 3 minutes or however long if I died. So yeah, if you'll notice, he instantly turns off the triangle, which means he must have got back to his controller like right at the time that I killed him. He doesn't end up retaliating or anything like that, so super chill guy, I guess. But that's usually not how that goes. A lot of times if you TK somebody, they will get you back. And it's just not going to be a fun experience for you. So, again, I do not recommend it at all. But I did it. So here, their basement, I noticed that they're doing a weird kitchen setup with head holes and barricades and all that fun shit. So I go in above because the hardest part about attacking a map is getting into the map and like taking control. So if I were to try to get into the map through trophy window and they were contesting it, it would be almost impossible for me to get in there, right? But if I go above, I can get in for free, and then I can try to work picks from there, where I'm in a more advantageous position. Like those are more 50-50 gunfights rather than 30-70 that it would be just trying to jump in trophy window. So this is a strategy that I like to do a lot on Chalet. I like to just run Capital hard breaches, just open the hatch, because then you can fire out pillar, you can shoot stuff off of that pillar wall, or the trench wall, so that your teammates can open the trench, and then yeah, you can fire off pillar, you can smoke off your teammates planting, and then you can just hold the diffuser from above. Now that doesn't end up happening because everybody just ends up dropping, but that's the general idea of the attack, and it's something that you can do as a solo queue player. So I love doing that because most of the time I either play solo or duo queue. I almost never play with more players than that. Where do we want to go here? Oh shit, we don't have time. God damn it. here you'll kind of see that I just realized we have like no time left. We ended up stalling out, and I thought I had more time than I did. When I got that 15-second warning, I was like, okay, well, I gotta sprint it to the bomb site now and try to take a gunfight. Unfortunately, I ended up trading with the bandit, so it just didn't work out. But like I said, we got one, so we're good. You know, you only need one attacking round, usually. As long as your defenses are solid, you don't gotta trip about one attacking round. Even on maps like Chalet and Border, those are technically attacker-favored maps, at least in the Pro League pool and stuff. But in Ranked, every map is a defender-sided map because people just don't know how to play the game. To be honest, it's kind of ridiculous when you put it that way, but it's the truth. So for this strat, I usually like to play like Smoke or Mute, but I was kind of feeling fraggy today, this day. So I hop on the Alibi, and this is one of the few spawn peaks I like to hit, is I'll open the window, the big window on K9, and I'll just swing it, right? Nobody ended up spawning there, so it didn't do anything, but a lot of times people will like shoot a slit in the window or punch one side of the window and then look through there. That's not good, because if you shoot a slit in the window, then the opponents are only looking at one spot in the window, right? They don't have to worry about the rest of the barricade. They only have to look there. So if they know you're spawn peeking, you're more than likely gonna lose. So I rip the whole barricade down. There are some people who will shoot a slit on either side of the window. That works. That's good too. But I rip the whole barricade down and then just swing, because it's harder for them to shoot me. But again, there's nobody there. So I walk back to the bomb site because I'm more of a site player most of the time. I see somebody shoot down the piano window from slant, so I try to just swing them to get a pick. I miss, so I don't re-swing it because that's just dumb, right? Re-swinging something that you've already swung, like off an ego chal or something, is just a stupid way to play. I noticed that there's a ram on K9 window, or K9 door, so I go over to swing her from the master door because I need to help my teammate who's playing half wall, right? If I just stay piano, my teammate who's playing half wall has to worry about two different angles, right? They have to worry about K9 door and people walking up on piano double. So if I'm playing master, then we're good. Now, the person on piano window gets killed about 10 seconds ago by my other teammate, so I know that piano window's clear, so I go into the bomb site to help teammate. End up killing the ram when she walks in, and then we have numbers, right? No reason to swing this. I know I have a beeper on the close walk up, so I don't swing until I hear him jump out the window, right? That means he either hops back in or he jumps in piano window. And teammates laying down, holding piano window, and it's a easy, clean win for us.
I mean, I did all right on theme, but last game was fucking terrible. I'll grab patches.
For this basement round, I'm going back to the old reliable smoke, SMG-11, all that fun jazz. Typically, I'll use smoke or mute to hold trench. So I figure I don't really have a ton of util to put down, so I run up and I grab the hatches for teammates. I also always open this trophy hatch, as well as put holes by this garage door, in case I have any teammates who are playing above, and even if I don't, it makes the opponents think that there might be, right? So they're going to have to either drone it or look at it or worry about it. In some small part of their brain, they're going to be thinking about it, right? So that is just, the more things that you can make them think about, the easier it'll be for you to win. Yeah, the whole point of defense is to set up a puzzle that the attackers won't be able to solve. Now, this is my normal strat with the smoke. In trench, you put the barb on the fridge walk up so that you don't get swung from the left, and then you put the other barb on the trench door, and you just hold it with a shotty. A lot of times people will make a rotate in the trench wall. I personally, in ranked, don't do that because I'm not playing in a 5-stack. So if I die, the opponents have free reign into the bomb site. So I just don't want to be the reason we lose a round just because I die early off of something stupid. So I usually am okay with teammates reinforcing that wall, and I just play my life in trench.
Sounds like trench.
You'll see here I run back to the bomb site, and that's because it's a 4v2 over halfway into the round. I don't need to hold trench anymore, right? My job has been done. I've wasted time. I've gotten a kill in trench. There's no reason to hold it anymore. We can just move back to the bomb site and just bunker down from there. I also get the call out that there's one on the breach, so I'm just kind of messing around, just quick peeking, whatever, and teammates clean it up. But yeah, there's something to be said about overstaying your welcome, especially in situations like that trench and basement. Like if you're over halfway into the round and you can get back to the site, get back to site, right? You wasted enough time, you did your job, get back into the bomb site before you die and lose numbers. Now this next round is bar games. This bomb site's better than kitchen if you know how to play it right. So since I'm duo queued, I can run this strat. Basically, you want a Mira and somebody with a shield. I usually run Frost so that I can put Frost traps on my slant window hop in, as well as the K9 window hop in. And then you put the shield top blue, and if you can get a third player to play Wamai so that he can throw some Wamais and prevent you from getting your shield broken, that would be really awesome. But unfortunately we didn't have a Wamai here. But basically the Mira sets up a Mira top mez looking into library and just holds library down, and then you hold the Mira's piano hall walk up with the shield so that they don't get walked up from behind or anything like that. And yeah, you just play above. You open up the hatches in case you need a retake, in case they do a direct take into the bomb site. And this is a really good way to play the this particular bomb site. Make sure you reinforce the office walls though. Like you see, I reinforce those half wall walls. You should also probably reinforce the mez walls. I just didn't have time to do it, so those didn't end up getting reinforced. But typically, if you have time and the reinforcements, that's what you want to do, is reinforce all 4 of the walls there. And then you just have somebody sit on the shield and somebody sit on the Mira, and excuse me, eventually good things happen. You'll see I end up in a 1v2 here. This is the 1v2 scenario I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Excuse me. The important thing about winning 1vx situations, I made a video on this, but one of the most important things about winning 1vx situations is to isolate your gunfights. It's easier to win 2 1v1s than to win a 1v2, right? So I'm just looking through the vert holes, looking through the hatches, trying to find one person, and I find the Zofia, and then I gotta try to figure out where this Dokkaebi is. And there's a mirror there, so the Dokkaebi's most likely behind it. So I know she's in there, and you'll see what I'm doing is I'm quick peeking a lot and just using my movement to confuse her, right? Because she's only got a limited amount of ammo in that SMG-12, right? So I pop around the corner, pop back, pop around the corner, pop back, until I hear her shoot her entire mag, and then I swing her. Now that's something that comes with time, but if you can master being able to do that, and just keep it cool in 1vx's, you're gonna win so many more games.